Nicki Minaj, Justin Bieber, 21 Savage, Rihanna. What do they have all in common? They're artists, but actually they are all immigrants. In fact, Nicki Minaj came to the US at the age of 5 as an illegal immigrant. We often say America is a melting pot, but actually, to me, America is more like a mosaic. This is because we don't give away our culture when we come in. We come with our cultures, our backgrounds, our identities. I remember when I was in middle school and I was asking my teacher, can I have water? And I said, can I have water? And she was like, huh? But I'm like, water, because that's how I spoke. American immigrants are key to this country. They do so much. In fact, just the numbers alone say that 44% of Fortune 500 companies in America are founded by immigrants or the children of immigrants. Immigrants are doing so many things. They're helping in the front lines, helping build companies that are worth billions. Google, Procter & Gamble, name them. So there's so much going on, but we need to understand what exactly is happening in our country, why this anti-immigrant sentiment, but also what is the way forward. And with me right now is political expert and immigration attorney, Mayra Joli. Mayra, so glad to have you on.
Oh, likewise, the pleasure was mine.
Mayra, I am Nigerian American. What are you?
I am Dominican, but let me tell you, I did my 23andMe, and everything is in Africa. And I have 6% of other places. I say Germany probably, but it's nothing like being in Dominican Republic. And then, you discover after you're an adult, no, nothing is here.
Where in Africa?
Togo.
Oh, close by.
Yeah, Cameroon.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what my ancestors were doing, all of them over there, but maybe it's because they traveled just to go to the Caribbean, or they were traveled to go to the Caribbean, and then that's where everything started, in the Dominican Republic.
So I don't know that much about Dominican culture, but I'm curious to know, what's the food, music like for you?
Everything is merengue, everything merengue, bachata, and whatever. If you have two tables to knock on together, that is going to be a musical, and we're going to dance it. And the food, forget it. I'm a cook. And I make a mean pastelón de plátano maduro. It's something that I have to describe for you. It's like the Spanish lasagna. When you have the green plantains and they're going, they're already going yellow, almost black. You have to do something with it. Just you peel them and you boil them and smash them and then cook the meat and start building the pastelón with the plantains and the meat and the cheese. Is delicious. Mm-hmm.
Mayra, DACA, we hear it all the time. What is DACA? So many people don't know what DACA is.
Yes, this is what I was done. DACA is a program that was started to protect those children of immigrants who came here before they were of age, meaning before they reached 18 years old. In America, any child that is in the United States of America and they don't have any paperwork, they are considered that they are not violating the law because they don't have no say on being brought up to the United States. So that's why it's created this program to protect them. It's some special characteristics of the temporary protected status. It's extended for years and years and years. And then that's why those children who came here when they were little, they can have a work permit. They can even apply for travel documents if it's necessary. They need to travel. And, they can stay in peace living in the United States.
So now it's on, because you're always hearing it's on, it's off. Is it on?
It's been on. It's been on. And it is not, they say 800,000 children, now they are adults that they were protected under that program. And there is always, it's used in a way to try to, to say, vote for me. Otherwise, the DACA is going to be gone. But that's just nonsense. It's not going to disappear. And also, there's no appetite to make it more permanent. So what happened, these DACA children, now they're becoming adult. Some of them had married. Some of them had other means of getting into having a green card or adjust their status in another way, more consistent and more permanent.
Let's talk about the wall. The wall between the U.S. and Mexico. Mm-hmm. Where do we stand on that? Is the wall being built? Where are the kids?
Well, this is what happened. This not country will be able to succeed if they don't have control barriers and if they don't protect their nationals. And that's what happened. It's been a bad light is being shone in over the United States of America, trying to imply that the United States of America doesn't welcome immigrants. They have been welcome immigrants for centuries now. And, I'm a testament of that. And not only that, I am an immigration attorney, and I know how this game is played, because it is a game. And then at the end, we just have to see it in a positive way. You see how we mentioned all these great people that had, brought so much to the United States of America, but we also have to see the other side of the people who are coming to America, not to do good, not to add, but to take, to subtract. And that, in turn, that's going to ruffle some feathers with the people that are here saying, this is our flag. Let's wrap ourselves around, find one common ground, and that common ground has to be the territory. If we are here, if we came to the United States, if we got naturalized in the United States, which sometimes being naturalized have more sentiment, because if you're born here, it's like, I'm in America. But if you are naturalized, it's like more so that you're taking it upon yourself to swear your oath to another country, in this case, the United States of America.
So I know it's a process, but I don't understand the inhumane aspects of things. So you see the dehumanization of kids, families. So yes, we have laws, we have policies, but can we actually think about these illegal immigrants as being human beings that needs respect at least?
Yes, but the respect starts from inside. The respect is not gained by demanding or breaking the door and all that. That's what we have to understand. When and where the respect have to start. In cases like this, what we see is the worst part of immigration, what's happening at the border. But we have to know that to get to that point, it's a lot that comes before that. And it's a lot of money being pushed, cash everywhere. And every hand is being greased with that money. So at the end, the immigrants becomes a victim, but the immigrant had a lot to do with that victimization, because allowing the cartels and the coyotes to benefit so blatantly and obnoxiously off of them is a disaster waiting to happen. And then at the time that they get to the Mexican border, there are a lot of people in power from those other countries that they go by, that they are going to allow this to happen, because that's how they're making their money. And that's how it has to be a stop, because even those people, the cartel people, are going to try to say, look, the poor children, but they are behind protecting themselves with these poor children after they have already raped, murdered, and threatened to kill and all of that for the money. So they need that child to come here, start working, to send the money to pay the coyote.
It doesn't need to be so divisive. I feel like the left and the right can come together and sit down and have a conversation as to, we understand the different things happening, but again, how do we create a safe haven for these illegal immigrants as they are being here? Now, I want to talk about employment laws. The U.S. is the dream country for so many people, the land of opportunity. What's going on with employment laws?
Well, right now, to be able to obtain gainful employment legally, the person has to have an employment authorization. If they don't have a green card, or they are not United States citizens, so they're gonna have to show a proof that they are authorized to work, which is an employment authorization. Right now, every person who's coming through the border, every person who comes to the border and they don't have any other way of staying here legally, they will claim asylum. And at the same time, by claiming asylum, 150, 180 days after, they will be able to obtain a work permit, apply for work authorization, With that, they will be able to get a Social Security card, which both together are going to allow the person to obtain a driver's license. And then after that,
Well, immigration is beyond Mexico, beyond South America, Asia. We have European countries as well. Now, why does it seem that it's hard to get like work visas or work employment in the U.S.? Because other countries, it's pretty much not easier, but straightforward. It's like you have A, B, C, D, E, F, so many things. Why?
well, because it's the demand. It's too many of them wanting to come to the United States. And also the United States have to control that there's no, workers abuse, because if everybody comes, they have to be controlled somehow. So the workforce have to be managed in such a way that it's not, as you heard always, it's not taking work from the people that can work in the United States. And then you heard these other people saying, oh, well, we need to let the immigrants in because who's going to clean our toilets? You heard that before. And then I said, oh, because you think toilet cleaning is all what the immigrant can do. So at the same time, even though if the people are thinking that they are doing something good or uplifting the immigrants, saying that we need somebody to clean the bathroom, that is putting them down. Anyhow, one of the things that you say, why it's so easy in some other places, like for example, some other places don't offer what the United States have sold for so many centuries, that we are the it. We are the land. The land. You can have the big house with the pool or whatever. If you think about it, it's material things that we are, the Americans, that's been advertised that you're going to get. But they don't say you're going to get inner peace. They're going to say you're going to get happiness. No, the happiness, the inner peace, and the self-assurance doesn't come from the country that you're going to visit. It comes from you. You will bring that with you. So, basically, at the end, when we see, as you were saying, what about, coming to a consensus of the left and the right? None of them need a consensus, because if there is a consensus, then there's nothing to bargain.
So it's still politics as usual.
It's politics as usual. And I've been in both sides, and I work with both sides, and I ran for Congress, I ran for commissioner, I ran for mayor. So I know what is inside. When they are telling you that we want to resolve it, they don't, because if they resolve it, how are they going to make money?
Mayra, before you go, online dating is a huge thing now. People are finding love, spouses in different parts of the world. And the queues to bring your spouse to the U.S. is very long. What's your advice for anybody trying to get their loved ones to the U.S.?
Make sure it's for love, because immigration is going to find out if this is just to circumvent they coming to the United States one way or the other. And then with this online dating, it's been very dangerous, because once the person, when the person is petitioned with the fiancé visa and come to the United States, and then to the realization that the dreams that the person was having is not the reality. After that, the person was going to have another problem, because once you come here with the fiancé visa, you have 90 days to make up your mind. You have to get married, otherwise,
So
you're
out. Back.
Otherwise, you're out. And then there's no way you're going to be able to marry somebody else or nothing. Oh. Coming with that visa, you have to marry that person within 90 days.
So if the two of you argue, that's it?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Mayra, how can people connect with you?
They can find me even in church. I'm a saint. But they can, they go Joli.com or Mayra Joli, and you will be surprised how many things happen. I'm very active, and a lot of people may recognize the name, because Joli is not regular name for Mayra. Yeah,
it's been like a lot of celebrity status.
Yeah.
Mayra, it was a pleasure to have you.
It was a pleasure.